Actually, good afternoon. Hey everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you're here. If you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys, I'm on my second cup of coffee, so I'm feeling a little excited. But I'm really excited for today's video. I just woke up today and I felt like filming this. And I don't know why my camera's got this weird box. What's going on here? I decided that I wanted to wake up in makeup. I will say I've been cheating. I've been up for a little bit. And I just thought, you know, I should probably actually like wake up mentally before I sit down and film. But I want to do a wake up and makeup. Like, kind of like the power of makeup where you just see my process from zero to glam. And we have to do the question of the day. It helps me get to know you and you get to know me because it's all about a community here at the Lash fam. Today's question is, what is something you are looking forward to this week? Leave it down below. Let me think for a second. I think my friends are going to get together next weekend. I'm hoping to film a video together and that would be so exciting. It would be my first video with one of my friends on YouTube. And I think we're going to try to make a keto cheesecake. So that is what I'm looking forward to. Leave down below what you are looking forward to. Now let's dive on into the video. This situation has to get out of the way. I have not pulled out any products. I haven't planned my look. I'm literally just going to go for it. I'm just grabbing whatever looks good, whatever feels right. So I go in with the pencil and then I go in with the brow gel, and I am going to carve my brows out, so ignore how bad they look right now because that pencil, you guys, it's tough. Real tough. I've really been loving to floof up the front of my brow lately. So then I'm going in with this Maybelline Brow Precise, which I don't even think they make anymore, but I really like it. I found it at TJ Maxx. It's so handy. Instead of having to go in with concealer, I can just go in with this. Okay, brows, check. I'm going to save my base for last because I envision some fallout, okay? For today's look, I'm definitely using an eyeshadow primer. This is my best friend. If you have creasy lids, this is your best friend. I love the eyeshadow primer by Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Sorry if I sound nasally, allergies are real right now. I also really love the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Primer done. Now, I used this palette yesterday and I really like it, so I think I'm going to use it today. Going in with the Matte Purple Majesty shade from the Beige Cosmetics palette in M505. I am dusting off this eyeshadow because it definitely has fallout. Do I want to use tape? No, I think I'll clean her up afterwards instead of using tape. And I'm kind of just stamping it on the outer, third of the lid. Look how pigmented this shade is. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll grab something just a little bit more precise. This is the BMX 430 Crease by Moda Pro. This color, you guys, is insanely pigmented. If you have green or hazel eyes, purple looks amazing. Brown eyes, purple looks amazing. I said we're going bold, and I meant it. Plus, that color is so pigmented, you don't need a ton of stuff to make it do that. It just does that. Pardon me, I have a message here. Okay, I've cleaned off of both brushes and I'm going to take this Moda brush again and I'm just going to fluff out all of the outer edges of what we've put down so far, even here and here and here. Both. I'm going to go in with the Archer and the Crab from ColourPop. If you don't have these, if you have the BH Cosmetics palette, you could just go in with the shimmery purple and maybe a little bit of this pinky shimmer. Don't feel like you have to, use what I'm using. Use whatever you have. I'm also going to go back to my Shadow Insurance. Now I'm going in with the Archer on a Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to lay that down everywhere that is blank over onto the purple. And I'm going to bring it up pretty high. I'm not putting a heavy amount because we're going in with other shades. Cleaning off the same Wet n Wild brush, now I'm going in with the Crab, which this is the coolest shade ever. And I'm just going to pat that right over top. And this one I'm actually going to bring all the way up to the brow. Now we need to go back in with a little bit more of that purple to really blend these two together. Back on that Moda, and I'm going to press it back down on those outer edges. And I'm bringing it in towards the Crab. I'm making it more of like a spotlight eye, where the center is really catching the light all the way up to the brow. I don't want this outer purple to fully touch the brow, but it's going to get real close. Then I'm going to grab my Soph palette, which has so many beautiful highlighters in there. Use what you have. And my Luxie 213 brush. It's nice because it's smaller, a little bit flat, but still fluffy enough. And I'm going to grab this lavender shade and this lightest shade, a little of both. I'm going to pop that under the brow, because we still want to lift the brow. And then I'm going to do the same down the center, because I want this to be just a little bit more reflective, but really picking up that kind of lavender tone. The shimmer shades are a little messy, so I'm just going back in with the purple one more time. And now I'm really going to gently buff it over the edge of that shimmer. We really want it to blend together. And I'm actually going to bring it just in, just slightly, in, just slightly, out, just slightly. I really just want that major highlight to be down here and then to diffuse as it goes higher. I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and then we'll come back, clean up, do our base, throw on some lashes, and you'll really get to see this huge transformation. Like, this look looks like it was super hard, but it's honestly not. And I'm going to take a wipe and just clean up all that fallout. I knew that was going to happen. And I thought I was going to do a really clean outer edge, but I really think a very blown out look is what this is calling for. So just going to clean up. Well, let's test it. Let's see. Let's test it just to see. You know what? Maybe a sharp outer edge is even better. Let's do the rest of the face, and then we'll do the under eye and lashes and lips, and ooh, people are going to think I'm looking extra glam when I go to Aldi's and walk my dog later today. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Primer, and because why not, a little bit of the NYX Bare With Me Cannabis Oil Primer. I got sent this by Influencer, which I'm so excited about. That's my second Influencer box I've ever gotten. So cool. And it really gives the most beautiful radiance to the skin. Today I'm going to try a concoction I've never used before, but it feels right to me. The Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in the Flower Beauty. I want full coverage, but I don't want heavy coverage since I have such a bold eye. I don't want to look cakey. That's why I thought this would be a good mixture. And plus it's more my summer shade. Lately I've been doing pretty low coverage on my forehead. I really don't have much to cover in the forehead area. and I can get a little creasy up there. But, oh, that looks really nice. Usually I feel the need to pat stuff out with a sponge, but honestly, I don't feel like this needs patted out at all. For concealer, let's go in with e.l.f. I've also been applying a very light amount of concealer because I'm getting a little creasy. It's happening. I'm using the M173 to kind of spread it where I want it, and then I'm going to buff it out with this Makeup Geek small blush brush. And I am going to bring it up a little bit and down. This concealer does dry pretty fast, so you don't want to mess around too much. And I'm not super concerned with getting right up to my lash line because we're going to be applying eyeshadow there. All of my concealers are so light because, hello, winter skin versus summer skin. So then what you do is, you go back in with that foundation brush with whatever's left on there and just blend together. Oh, and I just stabbed myself right in the eye. That's nice. I love that. Then I'm going to apply just a little tiny bit to the center of my face. I'm going to see what's left on here and try to use it first and see if I need more. Okay, I need just a teensy weensy little bit more to get a brightened effect on the forehead. Like, honestly, that's too much, so I'm going to bring it down here and out. This e.l.f. concealer is so powerful. Doing the same with the bigger Luxie brush. Two powders I am trying to use up, Hourglass and ColourPop, so I will be setting my under eyes with the Hourglass. Which, it's funny, when I tap the powder into the lid, it'll come out in the shape of an H because there's an H here. It cracked me up the first time I saw that. If you have dry skin, just don't add as much powder. I am going to be powdering quite a bit because, you guys, it's summertime and my skin is hella oily. But, ooh, that made me look so smooth. And then, with a fluffier brush, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop powder in medium. I've actually really been enjoying this. It's a very simple powder. It doesn't do amazing things, but I do feel like it does really blur. I do not feel like that's false advertising. For me, the more powder, the better my skin looks. Truly, it makes me look way more airbrushed, way more smooth. And I think I'm going to skip bronzing because, again, I use foundation that is more my summer shade. I'm going to go straight in with contour. The Luxie 504 and my IBY palette that I'm trying to use up. I just hit all three contour shades and then I tilt my brush this direction so that I'm not going too low on my face. Really trying to create that look of cheekbones because I don't have any. And then bringing it a rounded motion here really makes it look more natural, especially when you get to the blush stage. Ooh, I got a little too much there. That's okay, we'll make it work. And I bring it into the hairline. It really helps it look more natural. With what's left on my brush, I'm going to hit the nose. I don't like too much contour on my nose, but I do like a little definition. I'm going to just, why not, a little under the bottom lip. Hitting a little bit more, but I am dusting it off before I hit the forehead, where the sun would kiss my forehead. And then into the hairline, just a little bit, and then a little bit more. Tap it off, and I always like to go here, here, Then if you're worried about it looking too harsh, you can go back in with that powder brush and just soften down here. You can do one of these. I'm sure you guys are so tired of seeing this blush, but I am trying so hard to finally hit pan on it. It is like this blush reproduces itself. It's never going away. I am going to actually focus on this Lash shade, this shade, and the more kind of taupey shade. Since I'm going purple on the cheeks, I don't want my blush to look too orange or too pink. Although a nice peachy tone with purple is really pretty. Using my Morphe E3, I'm really focusing the blush out here and then bringing it in. I like how a lot of blush looks out here. I feel like it kind of gives me that cheekbony look. And then sometimes I even kind of bring it up into the temple. I'll dust it here for a sun-kissed look. Why not, you guys? Makeup is fun. Okay, and now for the under eyes. I'm going to pick up this Luxie 221 and that Majesty, that matte purple. I am going to dust it off. I'm just going to press that into the lower lash line. I'm going to leave the center blank. I'm bringing it all the way in, all the way out to connect. This purple is probably one of the most pigmented purples I've ever used. I'm so impressed. I just stabbed myself in the eye again. How many times can one do that in one video? I'm going to go back in with that 213 that we used earlier for highlighting. And I'm not picking up any product. I'm just going to use it to just gently buff out. But I think I'm going to try using my Soph palette and just that lavender shade and press that here. And then, because I'm all about the inner corner, I feel like inner corner can make or break your look. I'm going to pick up an oldie but a goodie Wet n Wild highlighter. And I think I'm going to try this Makeup Geek foiled brush. I'm just going to grab both the purple and the silvery shade in here. Really hitting this inner corner here. I'm going to kind of bring it up just a little bit. I do that a lot in my looks. I don't know why. I just feel like for my eye shape, it helps lift my eyebrow. Because, hello fallout, I'm going to grab a little bit more and just make sure that I don't have fallout under my eyes with this Japanese brush that does not have a name. A little powder and a dusting motion just to make sure there's no fallout. Is there anything else I want to do to this look? Honestly, not really. You could definitely add an eyeliner. I don't really feel the need to. If I add an eyeliner, I think my eye will become far too heavy since I don't have large lids. I am going to set my face, let it dry, and then we will do lashes and lipstick. For me, I am going to use a mixture of 2 setting sprays because I'm extra. The first one is the Sport Fix by Makeup Revolution. I love it, but it is so drying. So that's why I'm going to go in with a little bit of a glowy setting spray. Test spray first. Always do a test spray. I'm going to dry that one and then hit it with the Lumi Spray by L'Oreal. And this one I'm going to leave on the outer edge, the perimeter of my face, where I want the light to hit. Not where I'm going to get oily. The one thing I do feel like I'm going to do is go in with a nude liner just to keep the eye a little more open, a little more bright. I'm going to put on just a thin coat of mascara, my Believe Beauty mascara, because we're going in with falsies, so I don't need crazy amount of mascara on. Okay, I'm going to let my camera cool down, which means I'm actually going to go do my hair while it cools down. Then we'll come back and we'll put on a fabulous pair of lashes and throw this look together. Hair is done. I did realize I forgot to put on highlighter. Who am I? My gosh. So I'm just going to grab my Soph palette since we were already using it, and I don't want too much because I got a lot going on right now. But would this be a real full glam transformation without highlighter? I think not. I'm going to use this champagne-y toned one, a little bit of this gold, and a little bit of pink on a fan brush, and just really hitting out here up to the brow. Really trying to isolate where the light is going to hit because I'm already radiant in here, which is my trouble area, so I don't want to go too far in. But ooh, look at that. And then with my finger, grabbing a little of all three, little on the nose, little on the Cupid's bow. A lip liner, a matte lip, and a gloss. I'm feeling a cool toned nude. How about you? The Colorsational in Beige Babe. And of course we're going to overline just a wee little bit. This is basically the same color as my natural lips. I really don't even know if I call this overlining. It's like taking advantage of the lip that I have. This is like the perfect color if you have lips like my color. Like I could throw this on and it just looks like my lips, but like a little powdier, a little fuller. Then I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors in Lazy Daisy, which matches that lip liner really well, just a little bit deeper, a little bit more cool tone, just barely. Gonna let that dry down. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Fantasia by ColourPop, which is also kind of a cool toned lip gloss. A little bit more brownie tone than what I have on. I'm applying it more to the outer edge. It's going to work its way inward. But I want the most glossy part to be on the outer edge to amp up the fullness. Then a little bit of that trick. Now pray for me because I haven't done lashes in months. I was on a lash kick and then I fell off the kick, so I'm a little nervous. Going in with Presents by Inky Minky Lashes. I have a full review of them. I don't know. Like I've already trimmed these, but I feel like do I need to trim more? Okay, maybe not. This one's pretty good. Then, going in with a new lash glue, so hopefully it works. Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe by Kiss. Now the last lash glue I had went from blue to more of like a clear, so I knew it was kind of dry. So pray for me. I'm a novice here. Oh, still too wet. Still too wet. Hold the edges down. Not too bad, not too bad. I do feel like I'm going to need to go in with a bit of mascara to kind of mesh this part into my lash just a little bit. Too wet. Too wet. Every time. I did it! This is the finished look, and I must say, I love how it came together. I wish I had somewhere cool to go besides the grocery store and walking my dog. But this was so fun to do a from wake up to makeup, because dang, makeup can do so much, and not just that, it's so fun to be creative and just sit down here and play with my makeup with you guys. I hope you were playing with your makeup right along with me because it's so much fun. I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I feel naked. But I seriously hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. And now let's do the shout out of the day. Lydia Alcaraz, she commented on my Sol de Janeiro video and actually asked me a question about a product, which I seriously love when you guys leave me questions because I love interacting with you and I love helping out. So Lydia, thank you so much for leaving a question on my channel. I'm always happy to help out, and I'm so glad that you are here and a part of the Lash fam. If you haven't subscribed, I really hope you will click that subscribe button and join the Lash fam. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.